A reading from the Gospel of Matthew. Addressing the people and his disciples, Jesus said, "The scribes and the Pharisees occupy the chair of Moses. You must therefore do what they tell you, and listen to what they say. But do not be guided by what they do, since they do not practice what they preach. They tie up heavy burdens and lay them on men's shoulders. But will they lift a finger to move them? Not they. Everything they do is done to attract attention, like wearing broader phylacteries and longer tassels, like wanting to take the place of honour at banquets and the front seats in the synagogues, being greeted obsequiously in the market squares and having people call them Rabbi. You, however, must not allow yourselves to be called Rabbi, since you have only one master and you are all brothers. You must call no one on earth your father, since you have only one Father and he is in heaven. Nor must you allow yourselves to be called teachers, for you have only one teacher, the Christ. The greatest among you must be your servant. Anyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and anyone who humbles himself will be exalted." Jesus levels two criticisms against the Pharisees. They don't practice what they preach, they don't walk the walk. They do what they do to attract the admiration of others. In fact, the words of Jesus today in the Gospel are a warning to all people in authority. Jesus attacked the Pharisees, but his words can be applied to many positions now. Executives, managers, doctors, lawyers, teachers, priests, civil servants, parents can all be included here. Insofar as they all have genuine authority, they should be listened to. The doctor about things medical, the lawyer about things legal, the teacher about education, the priest about things spiritual, the parent about family matters. But, Jesus says, it is wrong to follow the behaviour of people like this in authority when they become arrogant and domineering, when they use their authority to draw attention to themselves, and when they use it to assert their supposedly superior status, when they impose burdens on those below them, which they then themselves do nothing to alleviate. A comparison here can be made with the novel and the film, The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie, when Miss Brodie, telling her students who questioned something that she had done, "Girls, don't do as I do, do as I say." Authority is not for power, but for empowering and enabling. Real authority is a form of service, not a way of control or domination or a claim to special privilege. So Jesus has no time for people who are prideful and vain. And the attack on the Pharisees is something that, again, we are all too familiar with in today's society. Really, what we should do is to try and approach our Lenten promises with a sense of humility and honesty. We don't do it for show. We don't do it for vanity. We do it because it will make a difference to our relationship with God, ourselves, and each other. And if you haven't started yet with your Lenten promises, now is the time to do so. It's never too late. If you haven't managed to keep your Lenten promise so far, don't worry. Remember, we learn from our mistakes. 1. Take responsibility, accept that it went wrong. 2. Reflect on what went wrong and think about what you can do to fix it. 3. Make a new promise. Lent is always about change and renewal. And 4. Ask for help if you need it. Don't be like the Pharisees. Show a sense of humility if you get stuck. Sometimes the journey is the most important part, not just the destination. Gracious God, grant me the humility to place other people and their needs before my own. Take away any pride that fills my mind. Remove any vanity from in my heart. Remove any trace of arrogance from my speech or demeanour. Give me a docile heart, ready to listen to your word. Amen.